Our story began in 1969 when three small communities voted to become one. The town of Lincoln, as we know it, came to fruition on January 1st, 1970, and has been on a journey of growth and prosperity ever since. Our residents have been at the center of the town's heritage, charm, and sense of belonging since the very beginning. In celebration of our 50th anniversary, let's hear from the people who truly make Lincoln a place to grow, prosper, and belong.
The Staff family immigrated from Lincolnshire, England, but it was my great-great-great-grandfather, Robert Staff, that acquired the property in the early 1800s. So we are a 200-year-old farm.
My father had been involved in municipal politics for most of his adult life, and he had been a warden and reeve.
My father was the mayor of Lincoln in 1970.
And became the first mayor and was part of the first Niagara Regional Council.
1975 we moved here, and our son was about 1 year old, and we built the house.
Everything just kind of fit all the pieces that we were looking for.
And we've been here since 2008, and we love it.
My great-grandfather, Howard Alexander Staff, was the first one to plant grapes and kind of start that legacy into vineyards of what we ended up being, which is grape growers and winemakers. The original vineyard was planted in 1899 at the corner of Staff Avenue and 17th Street. And it's still going today. It's probably Canada's oldest commercial vineyard. I grew up through this time. I dreamt of always having a winery, my entire family. Every generation wanted a winery, so I was able to carve out a moment about 10 years ago where I thought, well, the time is right, let's do it. So the winery started as Sue Ann Staff Estate Winery in 2008, I guess I started.
Dad was born June 26, 1911.
So he was born into the town, and the rest of us all were raised on that farm. We were quite an intensive hog operation.
We had dignitaries come right in the barn to talk to him, you know. I just wondered, man, they must think we're crazy to do this.
Town of Beansville, Vineland, Jordan, Camden, Tintern, Rockaway, all little communities now come under the one level of government here in Lincoln.
Dad campaigned for the name of Lincoln.
Well, it just combined the three municipalities, and of course it became one office with more employees.
He was ahead of his time in thinking of how development had to take place.
I can remember him talking about the report on greenhouses. We have X number of acres under glass now. And so if he could just see that now.
We decided to build a house here in Beamsville because it was property that we could get through my uncle.
We thought it was affordable.
And we decided to come down and have a look at it. We fell in love with the area, and we felt we could be at ease and safe.
Our kids went to school here, and it's just become home to us now. A lot of the people that moved into the neighborhood, they were all young parents. We used to all hang out together, and we just became a community, and then we went out into nursery schools and met other people as our kids grew up. I got a job at the Chamber of Commerce, part-time. The chamber grew, we got more members. My job became a full-time job, and 25 years later, I retired in 2016, and I met really great people.
So I grew up in Niagara Falls, but I worked for a builder in the area. We were building a subdivision in Beamsville just down off of Bartlett, so I was constantly coming into the city, or the town I guess, and you just got to see a little bit of the sights and just realized it was a beautiful town.
And then my husband and I decided to move back to Beamsville when we first bought a house together.
Figured that the town of Lincoln was probably the best place to go. It just suited our needs for schools, parks.
We just thought it was a great place to have a family and raise our 2 little girls.
The positive change we see now, the employment, the landscape, the tax revenue, all that is really quite remarkable.
The housing that is coming in now, even just the last 10 years, like we see right around Beamsville here, phenomenal.
People feel a real connection to each other.
I think the people in Beamsville are very friendly.
I would say the biggest difference right now between then and now is the fact that it's grown, and we knew it was going to grow. It had to grow because it's too much of an attraction to not grow.
The town of Lincoln is a great place, like I say, whether you're starting a family, already have a family, or just even a quiet place to retire. It's got pretty much everything that you need, and if you don't have it, you're 15 minutes to Hamilton, you're 15 minutes to St. Catharines, so you're pretty centrally located.
We enjoy just the schools, the safety here, just everything just feels very, very homey.
The town of Lincoln has made a lot of progress on beautifying the downtown area.
Probably the biggest gain that the town of Lincoln has seen in the meantime is the advent of tourism and the growth of the grape and wine industry.
The 3 words to describe Lincoln are welcoming,
A well-balanced administration,
Picturesque town,
Tight community.
Our hometown.
I just think there is no other place in Ontario that has the views, has the escarpment, the trees, the water.
Hey there, Lincoln. It's our 50th birthday this year. We strive to be a place to grow, a place to prosper, and a place to belong. On behalf of Council, we are excited to celebrate and showcase our community through many upcoming community events, culture and arts activities, and beautification of our common spaces. It's a year-long celebration, and we invite you to join. Follow us on social media or visit us at lincoln.ca/50 to stay up to date on our celebrations.